I let it go too long. Also, hi. Also, wow, it's dark. And also, you can see the sheen of sweat on my head. Ah, I'm so together today. Here's the box. Whoop. Suddenly, pop this together. Okay. Ooh, how's everybody doing? I'm hot and gross, and I had a lot to do in a very short period of time, and I feel like I got it done. I'm very proud of myself. Also, my boyfriend made me dinner, which is one of the reasons why I was able to get everything done. So, thanks to him. Um, I have grilled ham and cheese because that's the mood today. The mood was originally to do steak tips, but somebody forgot to take them out of the freezer. And yeah, now I have ramen and grilled ham and cheese. So, because that's what I had. I'm going on vacation in 2 days. The food, there's like no food. Oh no, sunburn. Oh no, that's the worst. I'm so sorry. Oh god. Ooh. Mm. The thing is, I want to shove this ramen directly into my face right now, but it is too hot, both the air and the ramen, so it will stay. But um, yeah, no, I got out of work late because I was working on a little project that I was given. Um, I was we have like 250 patron accounts or something like that uh we had like 250 patron accounts that we have to delete, and I would have started by going individually. Quickly was like, yeah, that's not gonna fly. So I started working on automating it using another program. That was fun. Give me a second. I'm gonna turn my AC up a little bit. Just a bit. Okay. I realize I have it on high. But with the AC in this room, it doesn't work like with a temperature thing. It's literally just like a 0 to 10 knob. So I kind of have to fiddle around with it to find the right level that I need it to go at in order for it to feel like it's cool in here. Most days recently, I've had it actually like right in the middle, not terribly high, because otherwise it gets too cold. Since it doesn't have a thermostat, it doesn't really shut off when it hits a certain temp, or like I don't know what the temperature is basically, because it does sometimes shut off and just kind of blow air instead of conditioning it or whatnot. So yeah, if you went on a long walk and didn't wear sunscreen, yeah, that'll do it for you. No, no, don't worry. I'll be fine. It'll cool down. It'll cool down on its own. I've got the sandwich. Mm, which is nummy. Um, so I got out of work late. Still needed to go to the gym. Um, and when I got to the gym, I decided to do my full routine, like a full day routine, not my half day. Usually I do my half day on Thursdays, but because I want to try and get home as quickly as possible so I can do as much packing as I can. I wanted to do my long program because I got out late and I did my long program. I got home at like 7 o'clock. Took some time to cool off. I got my therapist bill in the mail, so I had to write up a check for that. Realized that while we were going to do grilled ham and cheese, was low on bread, so we had to go out to get bread. Dropped off the check while we went. I also, because we're going to a little place that doesn't have any air conditioning or anything like that, so you need fans. Like you need fans. Um, and we bring our own. So I my fan was gross. I don't know how else to say it. It hadn't been cleaned in a long while. Um, very dusty. So I took it outside with a hose and just blasted it. Scared the chickens in the process, which my landlord has chickens and they're like chickens now. I thought they were like the little chicks. Peeps and all that. But and so we did all that and then got back home to make dinner. And I also needed to strain at least one of my limoncello, aranchello bottles for this next week because I want to bring some out to do spritzes and fun stuff. So I can only do one right now because I realized when I was buying coffee filters to strain them with that I did not have I didn't have anything to put it in. You know, well, I have them in ball jars right now, but they're also the wide mouth ball jars. They're not really easy to pour in and out of. So I was like, well, it's just going to get messy and everywhere. Probably not a good idea. I need to have something a little easier. So I bought two like full liter size smart waters when I was at CVS today, when I was getting the coffee filters, in fact, and then started filling up those. So I can't do the next one. I can't do the limoncello. I did the aranchello today. I can't do the limoncello because the other bottle of water is still full. I need to drink the water first. There we are. Once that's done, I confirmed with my mother today on all the booze that I needed for next week because she's up in New Hampshire and therefore can get very cheap booze. She got a huge bottle, a 1.75 liter bottle of gunpowder Irish gin for like $40. Well, is it $50? I'm not sure. It was either for $39.99 or $49.99. I can't remember. Ooh, that's lovely. I'm glad you got to finish the rest of it off. I'm very excited to put mine in action this next week, even though it's technically not ready. So I have basically, I think, 1.5 liters ultimately of both split into two containers each. So I have uh, I have two things of limoncello and two things of aranchello, and I was told that after you put the um, simple syrup in, you need to let it continue steeping for another 40 days. So I have a little thing in my calendar for when they're officially done, but I also just decided to end one of each of them early so that I could use them over the Cape weekend or Cape week because I'm going to be on the beach drinking all week. Bring the homemade limoncello, you know. I'll definitely have to try some of the limoncello and ginger ale. I'm bringing it out. So I do actually need a napkin. I'm realizing. I don't think I have any here, do I? Shit. I usually do. I do not. Yeah, no, so my boss apparently makes his own. Um, he makes his own. Or at least used to, I'm not sure. Has made his own. He says that his favorite thing to make right now is coffee brandy. Um, but he gave me a lot of help and pointers on like how long to steep it, what kind of mix of alcohol to use, which I will keep in mind for next time. Because I used just Everclear for this. He told me that next time I should use a half and half mix of Everclear and 100 proof vodka, and that the 100 proof vodka brand really doesn't matter. You know, because the only 100 proof vodkas that I could get my hands on were Smirnoff and New Amsterdam. And New Amsterdam is literally well liquor, and Smirnoff is only barely better, um, generally, as far as vodkas go. So I just avoid them. Um, but he said, you know, just get the Smirnoff, don't worry about it. It just smooths out the bite of the Everclear a whole lot. I'm gonna go quickly grab a napkin RB, it's around the corner. Not even gonna change my seat. So yeah, what he told me was that when you do limoncello on a traditional kind of way, or at least the way that he called traditional, I don't know if it really is or not, you steep it in the alcohol for 40 days. And then once you add the simple syrup, you steep it again for another 40 days. So that is kind of just what I decided to follow through with, even though, you know, I don't have the right mix of alcohols or whatever. It'll be fine. I can say I have tried a little bit of each. It was room temp though, so I don't know that I'm gonna have that. All right, I am gonna start the game while I continue launching, because otherwise we're gonna be here forever. Here we go. So yeah, I'm kind of feeling like in the future I'm probably just gonna make limoncello. Not necessarily because the aranchello will be bad, but just because I don't know. It's a lot heavier sweetness, I think. I think in certain drinks it will be bad. It will be fine. But I think the limoncello, the lemon is just more bitter than oranges are. Just because of that, you know, will generally work better. Alright. Danger be dizzy. Away. Okay. I honestly do not fucking remember what we need to do next here. We talked to What's-Her-Face about Noisette Tornade. Is that the last thing we did? This is just the best ramen. Well, second best ramen. The best ramen, fortunately, is no longer made of the basic ramen brands, I guess I'll say. I've never really had fancy ramen stuff. Like the, actual... Yeah, no, I've done everything, so... Oh, I think we have to go talk to Peter.
Forget something? Talk to you later. Whenever you have questions, just ask.
Wait, I wonder if that person I chatted with on Instagram responded to my comment yet. No, I think Place Mange is where we're going. Place Mange. Also got this wrong. That sounds like water? Supposed to sound like water? I mean, yeah, when I say real ramen too, it's like it's still instant ramen. It's just the smaller niche brands of instant ramen, not like Top Ramen and the other one. Hotel de Ville is what's his face. Pont Neuf is so Rue de Bac. Okay. I have had like real ramen, like go to a restaurant, order ramen kind of deal once before. That's good. But yeah, I'm talking about the ones that the packaging is
in the dark room.
All in kanji or Chinese or whatever
Mr. von
country has
Schwesterkrank?
produced it.
Are you in there?
Who's there?
Nancy Drew. I just wanted to ask you some questions.
I'm very busy. You'll have to come back.
I just wondered what you were doing in Square du Vert Galant Park.
I was just taking a walk.
You dropped an obituary about Noisette Tornade. Shall I leave it for you?
There's no need. I don't want it.
Why were you carrying it around?
Because I was going to send it to my grandmother. I thought she knew the woman. Turns out she didn't.
You also dropped some kind of trinket. Looks like a miniature clock.
That's something my great-uncle Hans gave me. It's actually a key. It opens the panel over there to the right of the bookshelf. He lived here during the war. The place has been in the family ever since.
What's behind the panel?
Go ahead and see for yourself. Just be prepared to go a little cuckoo.
Challenge accepted. Let's go.
What's up with this?
Oh my. I believe this is also timed, if I remember this correctly. Nailed it. Fucking nailed it. And did I not get it right? Oh. I must have gotten it wrong. Okay, there we go.
Mr. von Schwesterkrank? Believe it or not, that key your uncle gave you opened up some kind of passageway. Is it okay if I see where it goes?
A passageway? He never said anything about a passageway. Go ahead and explore it all you want. Just be careful. This building is very old.
We haven't asked him about the snake.
Glad I'm not a fly.
That is a nasty looking spider.
I wonder what that symbol means.
Question.
The year when our despair ended. The year when my despair began. Mr. von Schwesterkrank? Are you in there?
Who's there?
Nancy Drew. I just wanted to ask you some questions.
I'm very busy. You'll have to come back.
But this is really important. Is there anything I can do to help you?
Well, if you want, you could take some stock photos for me.
Sure.
The list of things I need pictures of is on my desk.
I'll get right on it. Oh no, the list is in French.
Are you surprised, Nancy? Is there a way to take the pictures?
Mr. von Schwesterkrank, do you think you could translate this list for me?
Sorry, too busy. You're on your own.
Okay, what about a camera? How much money do I have?
Bonjour,
€93.
mademoiselle. Welcome back. What do you like?
Guess I'm just not in a buying mood.
When you want to look again, just come back.
I will. Au revoir.
Au revoir.
Bonjour, mademoiselle.
Ah, there we go.
What you need, I am sure to have.
Well, I could use a French-English dictionary. How much?
This is the best French-English dictionary you can buy in all of Paris. Not too big, simple to use, hundreds and hundreds of words. I practically give it to you for 30 euro.
How about 23 euros?
It is yours. What else appeals to you?
That's it.
Actually, I'm not interested in buying anything right now.
Then you will just have to come back.
I might just do that. Bye.
Au revoir.
Just do that. A refuse. Oh. A stapler. Okay. So put the plate on the floor. Because now we gotta write things. What else we got? Araignée. Spider. Oh, we know where to find that one at least.
Amber.
List. Bougie. A candle. Skull. And that. Cross? That's a cross. I know that one. And yeah. Teapot. Cool. Well, we know where the spider is, so let's do that. Oh, we have to do this again? Oh, shit. Really? Those poor fish. Spider. Check mark there. Handle, skull, cross, teapot. Well, we know where the cross is. I don't remember seeing any candles. Lovely. Cross is done. Teapot. Stapler. I know where to find those. I should figure out ways to make this, like, zhuzh it up a little. Guessing I have a stapler? Ooh. Okay, stapler's done. Here.
I already made Minette her tea.
I approach the bench. No. If I hope.
What? I won't disturb you any longer.
I was hoping you'd say that.
Bitch. I don't know how to do any of the rest of this. Let's try calling what's-her-face again. I haven't called any of the people back in River Heights at all.
Modern European History, Lynn Manrique.
Hi, this is Nancy Drew again. I called you before.
Yes, of course. What can I do for you?
I really appreciate your help.
It was nothing. Goodbye.
Almost nothing. Bye. Alright. I didn't want to have to rely on my own knowledge of how this game plays already, but I already know. So, I'm not sure what the... Do it again. A noisette is a, it's this thing, which the brain is not remembering what that's called. Chestnut. Wait, no, that's wrong. Year the war ended. Our misery ended, my misery began. Year the war ended.
Wonder what that thing is. Those dials remind me of the stone discs in Minette's studio. The ones she got paint all over. Looks like some kind of code.
Dear Noisette, thank you for your bravery and dedication. Okay. Why is this in English? Numbered lines and names of metro stops for code. Incidentally, where we find one of those machines. Where?
Bonjour. What
There it is.
please, mademoiselle, this time?
Well, let's see. That looks just like the picture that was in Noisette's code book. How much is this?
I have been told that it is probably a decoder used by those who resisted the German occupation of World War II.
Really? How much do you want for it?
Nothing, it is not for
Ah, shit.
sale. It is a piece of history. I have it only as an eye catcher.
But you're a businessman. You must be willing to part with it for something.
I will trade you one piece of history for another. You give me a bottle of Mouton Fouetté 1968, and I give you the decoder.
Deal.
Why?
What's Mouton Fouetté?
Mouton Fouetté 1968 is a very rare beverage that is usually stored
Beverage.
underground. Unfortunately, finding an intact bottle has become next to impossible. But if you want that decoder, the impossible is what you must do. So, get me a bottle of Mouton Fouetté 1968. I will accept nothing less. In the meantime, what else tickles the fancy?
A wetsuit.
Not just any wetsuit. It used to belong to a friend of the famous undersea explorer Jacques Cousteau. A friend who is said to have shared many adventures with him. For that reason, I sell it for 125 euro.
Or I can't afford that.
No
so
thanks.
What else tickles the fancy?
I need more money.
I really don't want to buy anything right now.
Very well. Au revoir, mademoiselle.
Au revoir.
I should have
What
brought
please,
my
mademoiselle,
candy
this
in.
time?
Could I paint some more?
I
Be my
didn't.
guest.
Now I'm wishing I had brought my candy in. Oh shit. Fuck. Stop. There we go. Stop. If only someone in the house could help with that. If only. Forgot this part.
Monsieur, how's this?
Another fine job.
Here is your money.
Do you wish to paint another?
Sure thing.
Be my guest.
Monsieur, how's this?
Another fine job. Here is your money. Do you wish to paint another?
Sure thing.
Be my guest.
Alright. Need like €100 for this. How much does he sell these for? He's paying me €15 for each one. It's not an insignificant amount of money.
Monsieur, how's this?
Another fine job.
Here is your money.
Do you wish to paint another?
I'd love to, if that's
Two
okay.
more, I think I should be okay.
Be my guest.
I'm doing this one because it's easy to reproduce. The other one is really fucking hard. Takes me forever. I don't like it. Oftentimes when I play this on my own, I will just grind out a bunch of these right at the beginning so I don't have to think about it again. It is really annoying.
Monsieur, how's this?
Another fine job. Here is your money. Do you wish to paint another?
Last one.
Of course.
Be my guest.
Look at this. Slightly alternate. Forgot to. Here. Unfortunately, we can't submit it that way, so.
Monsieur, how's this?
Another fine job.
Here is your money.
Do you wish to paint another?
Not right now. Maybe later.
Later, yes. Now you buy something.
Alright, let's see if we can hackle this man down.
How much do you want for this wetsuit?
125 euro.
I couldn't possibly pay more than 63 euros.
Vendu.
Bam!
There's tickles the
Killed it.
fancy.
I really don't want to buy anything right now.
Very well. Au revoir, mademoiselle.
Au revoir.
I bought that now because I don't want to come back later, and I know it's important. This is about spelunking in the thing.
Hello, Jing Jingling? Is it truly you?
No, this isn't Jing Jing. I'm just calling from her phone.
From her phone? So you know Jing Jing? Are you her friend?
Well, yeah, I guess.
You are the most lucky person in the monde. I am a big fan of Xing Xing. I call her house and leave massage. I call Minette because I know she works there, but she will not talk to me. She is too... what is the word? Paranormal?
You sound,
You mean paranoid?
Yes, paranoid. So, if you are not Xing Xing, why do you call me?
sound a little
This is
stalkery
Zoo,
there, buddy.
right?
Yes, I am Zu.
Well, Zoo, my name is Nancy Drew, and I saw a symbol on the wall when I was in an underground passage not too long ago. It looked like 2 leaves with 2 nut-type things attached to them, and I just wondered if you could tell me what it meant or why it was there.
Yes, of course I can. But first, you must have Jing write something for me.
Write something for you?
You must have her write something that I can keep. Have her write, Zu, my love, Jing. Then, take the metro to the Denfert Rochereau station, enter the catacombs, find the bones from the Magdalene Cemetery, and put the autograph in the skull below the plaque.
Have her write,
Oh,
Zoo,
weird.
my love Jing, go to the catacombs, find the Magdalene Cemetery bones, and leave the autograph in a skull.
Yes, exactly that. Don't worry about desecrating the person whose bones they may be. The skull, it is a fake. My friend and I put it there, and so, after you deliver it, you call me and I tell you all about the symbol you saw.
But what if Jing Jing refuses?
Then, Nancy Drew, it seems we will both be very disappointed.
What a dick. Unfortunately, she's not here right now. And I need her to be. What happens if I go out and then... There we go.
Hey, Rumi, how's it going?
I just talked to this huge fan of yours. He'd really, really like your autograph.
I'm flattered, but unfortunately he's out of luck. Nobody gets my autograph. I'm afraid that someone will use it to forge my name and steal my identity.
Nobody can steal your identity. You're too famous.
Stuff like that happens to people like me all the time. I'm just not gonna take the chance. Want to play hangman?
Hint, hint.
That'd be great.
What do we need her to write?
Z.
Afraid not.
U.
Bingo!
M.
Right you are.
Y.
You lose.
L.
Come on.
O.
Oopsie.
V.
Wrong.
E.
Afraid not.
J. I.
Correct.
Come on. Come
N.
on.
Correct.
G. I wasn't even close. May I have that piece of paper?
Sure. Want to play again?
Ha 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 ha.
Maybe
Amazing.
later.
Anytime you want to play, just let me know.
See you later.
Ciao, Bella.
Right away, just.
S'il vous plaît. Bye-bye, hard-earned cash.
You're fine, honey.
Magdalene. This must be the place Zoo was talking about.
Skull and
And
candle.
there's a skull.
Hold on. I used the wrong fucking thing. Candle. And. Oh.
I need to leave JJ's autograph here.
Zeus steals her identity, and she is 100% redeemed in her fears. Never leaves the house again.
Did you take all those photos for me?
I sure did. They're all right there in your camera.
So you had some questions for me?
Here we go.
I hear that you used to date Minette.
That is correct.
Were you angry when she broke it off?
Of course I was angry. Who can blame me? She broke up with me by leaving a message on my cell phone, and she hasn't said a word to me since. It was an unforgivable outrage. I don't claim to be a paragon of virtue, but even I didn't deserve that.
How well do you know JJ Ling?
As well as I care to. The way she's always pulling out that annoying word game and begging people to play. And did you know that she won a lottery back in the States? That's right, she's actually filthy rich.
Yeah, that's not real.
Person models when she's filthy rich. There's something not quite right about that girl.
You also have a snake.
Is it true that you keep a pet boa constrictor in here?
Don't be ridiculous. I would never keep an exotic pet like that in here. Although I may have lost an exotic pet like that in here once.
Oh shit, okay.
But you found it, right?
No, never did. But don't worry. I'm sure it's found its way out by now. They get pretty active when they're hungry, you know, and I haven't seen it for months. But, just in case, watch where you step.
What do you know about Noisette Tournade?
Okay.
The French resistance fighter? I seem to recall reading that she died recently, and that's about it. Why do you ask?
I know 3 things, Mr. von Schwesterkrank. 1, Noisette Tournade, whose obituary you were carrying until it fell out of your pocket in the park. Noisette used to own the old windmill Minette now owns. 2, during
There's
World
one.
War II, she was rumored to have hidden several valuable works of art from the Germans somewhere in Paris. And 3, she was romantically involved with a German soldier named Hans von Schwesterkrank.
Dead to rights.
I know all those things too. Hans was my great uncle. But there are 1 or 2 things you don't know, Fräulein. You could not have known that just before he passed away, my great uncle gave me that.
What is it?
Something Noisette gave to him. Turn it over and look on the back. Unfortunately, my great uncle couldn't remember what any of it meant. She used to be the director of public works, so I went to her favorite park to see if anything there might help me figure out what that card means. But I discovered nothing. You can keep that if you want.
I can?
Yes, I give up. I don't care anymore.
Finding that lost artwork is why you started going out with Minette, isn't it?
Since Minette owns the Moulin where Noisette spent most of her life, I thought dating her would help me figure out what that card meant. But then something totally unexpected and tragic happened. I fell in love with her. Minette is one of the cleverest, most infuriating yet fascinating women I have ever met.
You
okay.
still feel that way? Even after she broke up with you like that?
I can't help myself. I thought that if I found that missing artwork, I would be a hero and Minette would change her mind about me. But I can barely keep my mind on my work these days, let alone on finding some mystical treasure. If you want to look for it, go right ahead. Right now, the only thing I'm interested in recovering is Minette.
Okay. So. Come on. This means something. Oh, wait. Which way? Red, left, and green. Okay. Click on all the reds. Oh, wait. Red. Is it red or red left? Red, left, and green. Okay, so all the greens. Except there's... Okay, no, I can do that. And all the left red.
Sue Loren 4154.
Sue Loren 4154. Oxford commas, I know, right?
It'll be dark in a few minutes. I'm going to head back to Jing Jing's.
Damn it. Loren. Control. Just stay there. All right. Oh, what's his face? Be like, hey, I did the thing. Give me the goods.
Hello?
It's Nancy Drew. Did you get the autograph?
It is magnifique! You were wise not to try to fool me, Nancy. I know she's
Hazelnut.
writing better than I know my own. So, here is what I know about that symbol. I call it the hazelnut because to me, that is what it looks like. A noisette.
Wait a minute. A noisette?
Yes, that is French for hazelnut. I have seen it in only one place in the catacombs. To reach this place, return to the catacombs and go to the skull where you left Jing Jing's autograph. Lift the top part of the skull and push the red button. That will open a secret passage that will lead you to the noisette.
Great. Thank you.
But if you go there, you must be careful. The tunnel police, they are one problem. The tunnels, they are another.
You get to
What do you
explore the
mean?
catacombs.
Some of the
Ooh.
tunnels, especially near the Mouton beverage company, they are water filled with trees.
You mean waterlogged?
Water
Yes,
filled with
waterlogged.
trees.
You must swim underwater to reach the place where I saw the noisette. And the water is very cold. You will need a wetsuit. Good luck, Nancy Drew.
I
You
got
will
the
need that
wetsuit.
too.
All right. We got some things we can do. Loren. Loren. Cross of Loren? Oh. Yeah. 4154. Oh. Okay. Gotta write down at least one of these. Hold on. Yellow. Those. 2. Purple. What the fuck?
Sounds like that squirrel doesn't like people messing with his statue.
Okay.
Bonjour. What intrigues mademoiselle this time?
Fuck that squirrel's day up.
Well, let's see. Is this pie tin very expensive?
Very cheap. 15 euro.
I'd rather pay you 8 euros.
Vendu. What else tickles the fancy?
I really don't want to buy anything right now.
Very well. Au revoir, mademoiselle.
Au revoir.
Bonjour, mademoiselle. What you need, I am sure to have.
Well, I could use a flashlight. Mine was in my lost luggage.
That is only 10 euro. Batteries included.
Would you take 8 euros for it?
It is yours. What else appeals to you?
Actually, I'm not interested in buying anything right now.
Then you will just have to come back.
I might just do that. Bye.
Au revoir.
Bonjour, mademoiselle. Welcome back. What do you like?
How much are you asking for this steak?
That is made of the finest wood, and it can be used for many, many things. It is one of my most popular items. For that reason, I sell for 13 euros.
Do you have like a regular
I'd
supply
rather
of
pay
these?
you 7 euros.
The price is 13 euros.
I'll take it.
I'm fine.
Voila. What else do you like?
Is this just regular string?
That is very good string. Very strong. Very good to have around. You can buy for only 6 euros.
Would you take 5 euros for it?
Voila. What else do you like?
Guess I'm just not in a buying mood.
When you want to look again, just come back.
I will. Au revoir.
Au revoir.
Alright, you squirrel. Oh, wait a minute. No? What am I doing wrong here? What am I doing wrong here? Okay, drink the rest of my drink. Food has officially been completely fooded. Whew. Weird. I'm doing exactly what it's telling me to do, but... How do I have to set this? For a comment. Oops. Am I just not ready for this yet? Maybe I'm just not ready for this yet. That's why it's not letting me. Fine with me going into the Bob.
Un entrée.
But
non, je ne suis pas d'accord. Pourquoi? Parce que les ovnis n'existent pas.
Mais l'absence de la preuve ne prouve pas l'absence.
Avec cette logique, il y a un monstre dans ce coin-là. Quoi? Oui,
don't get
il y a
caught
un
by the
monstre
cops.
vert, gigantesque, avec les dents tachées de sang.
Ne dis pas ça, ça me fait peur. T'es sûr?
Non, mais l'absence du monstre ne prouve pas qu'il n'existe pas. Va voir.
Non merci. Je préfère ne pas savoir.
Oh, que tu es lâche.
Je suis pas lâche.
Eh ben,
Qu'est-ce qu'on fait ce soir?
on cherche des ovnis. Tu rigoles.
No. Wait, what? Oh.
Well, it's time to put on the wetsuit. Hope it's more comfortable than it looks. Oof, this place is crawling with four-legged vermin. Hope they leave my stuff alone.
Here we go. Hold your breath, everybody. It's just a stopping point. Oh, what's this? Bouton Foyet, 1968. Haha! That's just where I, yeah, not where we need to go. Leg gasp indeed. Especially because we're in France. Not helpful. Aha, the noisette, indeed.
Okay, A rough translation would be, in Europe, near the new bridge, Snow White lives in a red castle. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Or we're looking for the stops on the different lines. Excuse me. You know. Fortunately, the only way to do that is to look at the, oh, see, there's little bits of... Oh, that's why. Yeah, hold on, sorry. BRB, my seat feels weird, because it's got little bits of sugar on it. I don't need to do that to my poor legs. See the thing in the back here, too. I don't have that with me. Let me see if I can pull up a screenshot of the Paris Metro map. Let's see. Let's see if we can do this without having to do this. We're looking for the rope, which is a color that I can't quite tell. So I'm gonna go with the colors that vaguely resemble it. Huh. Neuf is on the 7 line, though, so we know the second number is 7. And then Blanche is one of the blue line. That would be the 2 line. Then Chateau Rouge, purple. Purple line. Huh. Right? Oh, it's up at the top. I wasn't scrolling high enough. Dumb. Okay, that's 4. I'll need to figure out the euro. Ah, 3. Okay, there we go. 3724. Ah, the windmill in question.
What this is, but after everything I went through to get here, I'm taking it.
I'm taking it. I don't know what I have, but I'm taking it with me anyway. I'm taking it sticker. I know, right? For all of her kleptomaniac tendencies. I really do need to make a list of stickers to make and actually make them. Sit down and make them happen because I've been promising that for a little too long.
Ah! A rat! I'd better get out of this wetsuit before I head back.
There, like I was never there at all. Back to Pont Neuf. We gotta trade that thing.
Bonjour, Mademoiselle returns.
And she returns with a bottle of Mouton Foueté, 1968.
Oh la la, you did it. So, I take this and give you this. Take it. You have earned it.
He seems excited.
What else tickles the fancy?
That is quite
I
enough
really
for
don't
that.
want to buy anything right now.
Very well. Au revoir, mademoiselle.
Au revoir.
Oh, I need to look at. There we go. We'll run 415. That's already what we did.
Mademoiselle Drew, what is it now?
I'm staying with JJ Ling, the model. Do you know her?
But of course, I know everyone who is anyone when it comes to fashion. And Gigi...
Has she been to buy everything?
A fresh air.
It might be. I don't know.
JJ Ling.
You mean Gigi Ling?
No, I mean JJ.
Gigi.
JJ.
En français, you pronounce G like J and J like G. She may very well be JJ in America, but in France, she is Gigi.
Okay, Monsieur Traquenard.
Has she done modeling for any other designers in Paris?
She did a lot of work earlier this year for Ugo Bottoli, which, I do not doubt, is why Minette was so eager to use her. Unfortunately for Gigi, I assume she told you how she was tricked into a current contract with Minette.
No, she didn't. Minette tricked her?
If you do not know, you will have to ask Gigi. Just because I know everything that happens in the world of haute couture does not mean that I repeat everything.
The picture of Minette that was in the June issue of Glam Glam, was it cropped? Do you remember?
I'm sure it was. Most photographs are these days. Why?
Do you think I could see the uncropped picture?
As it happens, all the pictures which I use in my articles are stored right here.
Right here on my Palm Pilot.
Mademoiselle. But only if you help me first.
Here it is.
See, the owner of this cafe, he faces a crise. The person who makes desserts for him has stepped out for his customary 2.5-hour break. Unfortunately,
half-hour
a bus full of American teenagers has pulled up, and all are clamoring for parfait. So, I will tell the owner that you will make the parfait, and when you do, he will be indebted to me and will allow me to continue using this table as my office. And I will be indebted to you and will allow you to see the picture. You see how it works?
I get to make parfaits? All right. Okay, looks like I've got chocolate ice cream, vanilla ice cream, strawberry ice cream, caramel ice cream, bananas, tapioca balls, berries, and whipped cream. The first one I have to make is an X-Wa.
Okay, we have whipped cream, strawberry, coffee, banana, coffee. Whipped cream, strawberry, Coffee. Banana. That was wrong. Trash it. Strawberry. Dumb. Coffee. Banana.
Now they want l'enfer.
Oh. Okay, coffee cream, berries. Coffee, cream, berries. Boop.
Oui, c'est ça.
Next up, a tropical.
Bananas, tapioca, berries, strawberry, chocolate. Bananas, tapioca, berries, strawberry, chocolate. I want one of these now.
Now they want l'enfer.
Okay. Hey. Thank you.
I'm getting there. Next is a corbeau.
Okay. Chocolate coffee. Caramel, actually, isn't it?
C'est bien.
One mystique coming up.
Oh. Tapioca, berries, banana cream, tapioca. Banana. Cream. Tapioca.
Merci.
Yes. Here comes a
Very excited about this. Berries, vanilla, tapioca, strawberry cream. Berries, vanilla, tapioca, strawberries. Strawberry. Yeah. That was correct.
Merci.
Yes. A Lulu.
Ah. Okay. Alternating bananas. Bananas, thank you. Does it not like me? Who's getting hungry?
I'm getting there. There, all done.
The owner, he tells me you did a good job. And so, as was our agreement, here is the picture you wish to see.
I'm pretty sure there are laws against free labor in this country, but okay. Okay. Done.
So, what else do you wish from me?
We'll talk again later, okay?
D'accord.
It's quiet. No one's here. Weird. Okay. I mean... It's here. Okay, use my keyboard. There we go. Get fucked. Eagle things, falcons, whatever they are. It's wolf time. Okay. This poor little dodo bird. That wasn't enough. Damn. Okay. Nope. Hmm. Ah, this works. Shit, no it doesn't. Thought I had him. It didn't. I feel like I'm so close here. I haven't quite gotten it yet. Oh, hold on. There we go. There we go. Okay. It can be done. Oof. Now we have to fight the humans. Nailed it. All right. Now let's see what's in these letters. Not over, nothing ends until I say it does. Next time we will do much more than throw paint.
Wait a minute. These letters are the same ones that I saw in that memo Heather sent to Minette, which means the person who sent this must have been Heather.
Oh. J'accuse. You are as mean as you are thoughtless, and it has to stop your punishment when you least expect it. Yeah, these other ones are very different. Show will be a disaster. You will never be able to show your face in Paris again. You alone are degraded. And the most recent. It goes to what time count left. Blah, blah, blah. Interesting. Right. No, I don't need it. I need to know.
The dials on this thing move.
Wow. The dials on this thing move. Nancy is very easily impressed.
Looks like I should type a message using my own keyboard.
Right. Don't know what message to type. Do I have to write this all out? Really? X T I 0 S M A P Q Q L N O R E D A 7 L X T I 0 S M A P Q Q L N O R 3A S7 LXTI 0 SMK3. Okay, let's see what that says. So that's where we left it. Okay, here we go. XTI 0 SMKPQL PA7 I. Oh shit. Yeah, I fucked up. Oh, let's try it again. You typed oh, not 0. XTI 0 SMKPQQL NOREZA 7 LXTI 0 SMPLN OR. Not working. Why is it not working? Did I do something wrong? 9, 5, and 3. Am I doing something wrong? Yeah. I was already doing this. Exactly what I was just doing, and it's not working? Nine, 5, 3 are the wheels. Yeah. should be working fine. XT I 0 SMK P Q Q L N O R E Z. Working fine now. A7 LXT I 0 SMK D Q Q L. What? P Q Q. It's a P, not a D. Okay. P Q Q L P Q Q L. All cases is P Q Q L N O R 3A S7 LXT IO SMK 3A. Okay. Try it again. Got it wrong. Alright. Oops. STI 0 SMK PQQLNORECA 7 LXTI 0 SMK PQQLNOR 3 AS7 LXTI 0 SMK 3A.
Rouge, blanc, rouge, bleu, rouge.
Okay.
Looks like French to me.
That indeed would be French, and it stands for red, white, red, blue, red. Means nothing to me, but okay. Maybe I need to talk to people first? I should be able to... Oh, he's back in the recording studio. Or recording
Mr.
studio.
Bunch, Mr. Kronk, could I ask you something?
Sorry, too busy.
Hmm. Nothing else in here. Which is I thought I could maybe get something else out of it.
Hey, Rumi, how's it going?
I'll let you get back to your cookie dough.
Okay.
I'm feeling a little stuck right now. Why can't I scare away the squirrel? The market is fun. You are correct. Market is a fun spot. I'm not able to do this. Like. Yeah, that's where I am too. He gets mad. There we go. Okay. That did not trigger before.
What's going on? Shoot, that pesky squirrel must have jumped on the handle and moved the wind.
Like, I knew what I needed to do. It was just not letting me do it. And let's take and the string. Squirrel. Press the fish button. Aha! There we go. Finally. Jesus. It took way too long.
Time to get out my flashlight.
Time to get out my flashlight. We don't actually have to walk through this. We have to wait for the animation to finish. But what's at the end of this other secret tunnel? That is definitely not smelling of sewage, because this is Paris after all, and we are down a drain. A very long cutscene. Ah! A treasure chest filled with a key. That's it. Do we have to do the thing again? It should be, yeah, and she's not commenting on it, so... Nancy has dead olfactory senses. Confirmed. So, now we should have everything. It is a very long cutscene. Just walking. Really didn't need to happen. I mean, I get, but like... Just maybe click through it, maybe? I don't know. Whatever. We're done. Moving on. It is actually endgame now. I think. Ah, right. And save right here. Ah, yes.
What is that?
Who's out there?
It's just me, Nancy. Uh-oh.
What did you say?
Nothing. Everything's fine. You just stay in there and keep working. Looks like this thing is set to go off if she opens the door. I've got to figure out how to disarm this thing before she opens the door.
It's a bomb.
What are you doing out there?
Okay,
Nothing. Just stay in there. Everything's fine.
Okay, I see. It's basically just like, this needs to either be green or, okay, here. And then, either be green or a circle, that's fine. This needs to be here. We need red things here. Okay. The yellow's fine there. Circle is fine there. Okay. Then we need to swap these two.
You're doing something. I can hear you.
I'm tidying up. You just keep working.
Here, these two should. Well, no. Okay, have to be horizontal. Isn't that good enough? Green to green, green to green, green to... Ah. Okay. Circle to circle, circle to circle, red, red to red, circle to circle, yellow to yellow, 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 triangle.
Look, you are really starting to bother me.
I'm sorry. I'm almost done. Really.
Am I getting wrong here? Shit. If and where was I going with this?
All right, stop it right now or I'm coming out there.
No, no, don't come out. I'm just about done.
Circle, 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 yellow, 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 triangle, this guy, problem. Why does that not work? Red. This is still wrong. Fucking Christ. Back.
That does it. Whatever
And here we go.
about to end.
No, Manette, please stay there. Don't open the door. Too late.
That's taking a really long time. Paint bomb. Woo! Alright. Went wrong somewhere. So let's try this again.
It's just me.
Trying not to cheat.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Nothing.
I'm gonna try working
Everything's
backwards.
fine. You just stay in there and keep working. Looks like this thing is set to go off if she opens the door.
I need to have a blue triangle here.
Before she opens the door.
What are you doing out there?
That's the only thing that works
Just
there.
stay in there. Everything's fine.
There's nothing else. There's no vertical triangle there. Yellow is fine. Circle there is fine. Square, square. It should lead to another square. Okay. Here is a problem. Here is a problem. How do we fix that problem? No, you can't rotate them. Unfortunately. We're kind of locked in where we are here.
You're doing something. I can
green.
hear you.
Green.
I'm tidying up. You just keep working. There. I'm done. I won't bother you anymore. I promise. I I better get rid of this thing before she sees it and really freaks.
I don't know why that was so much easier this time. And she's gone. Perfect.
Wonder why this indentation is here.
Yeah, I wonder why that indentation is there. Oh. Red, white, blue. Red, white, red, blue, red. Red, white, red, blue, red. Didn't knock any of Minette's stuff off. Okay. Secret passage. Secret passage.
How can I unlock this?
The Cross of Lorraine key.
Wow.
Woo!
So that's what Noisette stole during the war. Stained glass. If you are reading this, it means that I am dead and that you have discovered my secret. Yes, the rumors were correct. With the help of Hans von Schwesterkrank, I took the stained glass you see in front of you and hid it. Not for personal gain, but so these exquisite pieces of art would not be lost to the dangers of war. I was not a traitor.
Suddenly she's really good at reading French.
He helped me because he knew it was the right thing to do. But why, you are asking, why when the war ended did I not return them? Why did I not even admit taking them? At first it was because I was angry. After all that I had done for my country, when my friendship with Hans was discovered, people turned against me and accused me of terrible things. I wanted to hurt the people of Paris the way they were hurting me, so I said nothing about the stained glass. Then, when at long last I was deemed innocent, my anger subsided, but fear took its place. I was afraid that if I revealed what I had done, the accusations would start up again, and people would once again call me a criminal and question my motives and assail my character, and it would have been too much to bear. Hans had gone back to Germany, and despite his promises to the contrary, I knew I would never see him again. Like everyone else, I just wanted to get on with what was left of my life, so again I said nothing. And gradually time passed, and Paris healed, and I healed, yet the right time for telling the world my secret never seemed to come. And now I am Director of Public Works, a job I hold not only because I love this city, but because I wanted to make sure that someone, you, would be able to eventually find what I hid. Please make sure these pieces make a safe return to the world above, when you see them as they were meant to be seen, with sunlight streaming through their panes, interrupting the darkness with color and meaning and joy. Only then will you truly understand why I did.
Yeah, she's having no problem with this at all for some reason.
NT. XIVIII.
Suspicious. Uh-oh. You crafty bitch.
The door locked behind me, and nobody knows I'm down here. Not good.
Jeremy. I mean, most of the game, she's been terrible the whole time. So, you know. Is it una dernière énigme Jeremy? I don't think that's right. I don't think that's right. That means not very good at French. Not listed here. Is that just puzzle? Yes. One final puzzle, my dear friend. That easy? Hmm. Oh, that's right. This is the whole thing with the worksheet. That's right. Let me pull up the worksheet. And then I'm going to need another page for this, aren't I? Let me write it out. N-E-R-E-I-G-M-E. Shit. Jeremy is too long for that, so. That'll be good enough. So we've got what? 380, 380, 380. 0, 0, 0, and 3. Okay, so all the zeros stay put. I messed up. 380, 380, 380, 380, 38, 380, 380. Okay. I messed up a little bit there. It's a good thing I caught that before it became a problem. That could have been bad. And now I just need the alphabet. Okay, here we go. The letters of the alphabet. Here we go. U, 1, 2, 3, that's X. N, 1, 2, H, that's P. 3, it's G. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, M. N, 3, Q, I, 4, 5, 8, Q. 3, that's U. E. 8, M again. Q. 4, 4, 3, 4. 4, and C. 1, 2. Okay. Now we plug that into our handy dandy moment. XVEGMRQQEUMEQQGPMCKNRCUI. Do un sync sit. Something got wrong at the end there, but that's 2, 1, 5. Accept. 7. Yes. I don't know how I translated that wrong. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It should be sept, not CIPT. I'm not sure what went wrong there. I do know enough of French to know that sit is not a number, and sept is. Nailed it. Amazing. I'm gonna just gloss over the fact that I fucked up the code somehow.
Well, does the dress work?
It does indeed.
Yeah! What about when I whispered? And when I turned my back? Could you hear what I said then?
Gunther, I could hear everything. With this dress, we will be able to hear every word that is spoken within 10 meters of the First Lady. And what we hear, what we sell, will make us the wealthiest spies on the planet.
Oh no.
Hey. Hey! I made you the dress, so how about paying me?
After the First Lady takes possession, that is our deal.
Look, I put up with the dead flowers, the letters, the paint, the idiotic phone calls. I put up with all your stupid threats for months. I deserve to get paid now.
Those weren't threats. Those were incentives meant to keep you on track. And they obviously worked. You'll get
well, now we know.
Let's go.
Why things were
But
funky.
they're picking it up for her tomorrow. What difference does it make whether you pay me now or 24 hours from now?
Oh my gosh, it sounds like Manette made that dress for the First Lady to be some kind of bug.
Still unclear what First Lady we're talking about.
Take it to the police.
Especially since the email telling them about going to check out the workshop was by a private security firm and not Secret Service of the United States or the equivalent in France, so. It doesn't look that good either.
Come from? You've been hiding in here, eavesdropping.
Oh, that Dutch camera angle moment.
Didn't you?
Not everything, but enough to know that thanks to you, those two guys intend to use this dress to bug the World Summit.
I knew there was something sneaky about you the minute you walked into my office. I should have tossed you out on the spot and told Amy Grunhill to stuff it. Well, newsflash, sister. I am about to knock your nosy little block off.
Oh, she's gonna bite me.
I'm taking
okay.
you out, Nancy, and I don't mean for sushi.
Oh, nailed it. Hey, I clicked. Nope, that is not where that goes.
Hope you're a good loser, because you are going down.
That one I got. She just blocks the whole time.
Oh, so you think you can block me, eh?
Fucking fuck.
You're
God damn
starting
it.
to look a little tired there.
I mean, I'm still ahead of her somehow, so. It is very interesting, isn't
Where
it?
did you learn to block like that?
Your goose is cooked.
Nancy coming out with the hard fucking. Your goose is cooked. Fuck, I did it again.
Say! Arm's starting to feel a little weak.
Already got her down to 1/3 health. Finish her off.
I'm getting kind of tired, I think.
I fought imaginary elves that were stronger than you.
Don't know what kind of insult that's supposed to be.
Kila! Oh!
Imaginary elves. I don't know. That's the thing. Where did she get that from?
Might as well give up, Minette.
And she's out.
You never threw a single punch, yet you beat me.
You need to go to the gym more often, darling.
So horribly unrude.
I believe the word you were looking for is polite. That wasn't fastened on very well.
Where am I?
Unfortunate tattoo placement.
And there it was, the real reason why Minette wore that mask. A tattoo, which she later admitted she had gotten on the spur of the moment and which she instantly regretted, calling it the stupidest thing she'd
laser tattoo removal and heavy foundation.
The reason she had fallen so far
Seriously,
behind
just put on,
schedule
like,
was
there's
because
tons of
Ernst and
foundations that'll
Gunther
cover
Schmeck,
that.
former members of the East German secret police, were paying her a small fortune to create a dress for the First Lady out of fabric.
Which First Lady?
This fabric was infused with microscopic circuitry that would allow them to eavesdrop on the World Summit. All three have been arrested, which means Minette will probably be designing her next collection from a jail cell. And she doesn't care for stripes. As for the beautiful pieces of stained glass that Noisette torn
Never called home once.
ago, they have been returned
Never
to
once.
the churches they came from. And Noisette is finally getting the respect and gratitude she was denied after the war. Not that she was perfect, but it seems to me her biggest fault wasn't doing too little for her beloved city of Paris, but trying to do too much. And as if busting a pair of spies and recovering lost treasure weren't enough, Heather...
Yeah, I don't know how she would hide the microphones, especially microphones that wouldn't,
or not, I managed to make it all
like,
the way down
pick
the
up
runway
just the
and
movement of the
back without
dress.
falling flat on my face. Of course, I still have no idea what I was wearing, but I can tell you one thing. It was rude. Very rude.
You're using that word, but I don't think you know how to use that word, Nancy, darling. What did I get? Savoir-faire. Oh, solving puzzles in the least amount of time. Relatively boring, but respectable. Not fun, but lovely.
Time to dig out the tank top, stuck up on sunscreen, and slip on those sandals.
Weirdness of the music being from Ghost Dogs of Moonlight, just
To
saying.
the Big Island, to be exact, where I'll be helping out this quirky entomologist. That's a bug scientist, by the way.
Dr.
Who has just made a disturbing discovery. In fact, my working vacation quickly turns into a series of disturbing discoveries, including one that involves a legendary monster with a nasty temper and an appetite for revenge. So come with me to this island paradise and help me solve the mystery.
Aloha to Moon Lake, Pennsylvania.
Creature of Kapu Cave.
It's
Until
always
then,
so funny to see the visuals that they create for this when the game is still in development. Like, it doesn't match anything that they ended up coming up with at the end. It's too funny. Okay. Let's go ahead now. Swap out, change over here into my next little moment. I don't know why sometimes worked. This PC. I don't know why sometimes Chrome doesn't like hiding the thing. Should I relaunch it maybe? No, I do not understand why it does this. I can't hide my bookmarks. It's working because Chrome Sync is doing this and my laptop is doing that. But weird. Okay. I guess you have to look at all my stupid bookmarks again. There it is. Oh. Okay, give me one quick moment while I swap over the scene here. There we go. Then do this. Okay, so soundtrack ranking moments. This is just the soundtrack, not the game itself. I'm gonna go hit remix this list. Change the color because for some reason it never holds the color as a static thing. And we're looking at Danger by Design. So, Danger by Design, the soundtrack is very good. It's very good. So it's either A or S tier is the thing. Like, I would not put it as B tier. Certainly not. It's either great or it's good. It's definitely on the upper end of great. I just don't know that I put it in the same level as Treasures of Royal Tower. Like, it might just be personal at this point to say that it feels not as fun. It's French. It feels very French. So it does everything that it needs to do and everything that it's supposed to do, and it does a good job of that. Even the mystery stuff is very French sounding. But, like, I don't know. And, like, the Paris Metro feels like, you know, some kind of electric Euro pop or something like that. A little forgettable. Yeah, that's kind of what it feels like. Like, don't get me wrong, I could hum some of the tunes for you, but it's not sticking in my head like Secret of the Old Clock, Danger at Deception Island. It's not, like, making me groove like Secret of the Scarlet Hand. Or even like Shadow Ranch. Like Shadow Ranch, I feel like did a good job of like getting in your head and being an earworm. Even Treasure in the Royal Tower had like a really strong like identity there. So I'm gonna just have to put it in A tier, I think. I think it is better than Ghost Dogs of Moon Lake, if only because it's got more personality, more identity, but it's just A tier. It's just A tier. That's where I put it. That's it. That's just the soundtrack, though, right? Just the soundtrack. We're going to take a look real quick, just delete the old one. And now we're going to open the game ranking. This is going to be contentious. Going to be contentious. So it's a good game. I like Danger by Design. I really, truly do. It's got a good through line. It's fun to play. Let's try going over the categories. We already touched on soundtrack. It's solid. It's excellent. It's A tier. It's not amazing, but it's good. Let's see what else is there. And there's the characters. The characters are, as I stated in my announcement today, quite annoying. I will say that Dieter is actually perhaps the least annoying character. Heather McKay is a useless assistant. That, you know, Nancy is somehow beholden to, but Heather's not very good at her job, it seems. And she's also just really annoying. Allez, bye-bye! Like, please shut the fuck up. But that annoyance does not necessarily mean that it's a poor character. I think Heather being the designer under the designer who is arguably more qualified than the designer in a lot of different ways, is a good character and motivation for her potentially, you know, doing this. And then you find out that she also sent one of the letters, you know, one of the threatening letters, which I think you can actually confront her, and so I didn't. So, oops. Then Minette herself is frustrating. Maybe not as strong of a character as she could be. Like, her search for financial independence is quite decent. You know, she wants to be an artist that is unbeholden from the financial backers here, and so that's why she ended up going so far as to, you know, commit treason. Like, still against some first lady, we don't know. But like, I don't know, she's probably the weakest character, I think. JJ Ling is another annoying character. Also weirdly written. Not as strong as Heather, but still good motivations. You know, she has a good reason to not like Minette. Right? Her contract, the kind of general abuse. Jean-Michel Traquenard. I don't know why he's there, other than they needed to have some kind of, like, obnoxious French character. Because no one else so far has been French. He's the only French person there. We have 2 Americans and an Australian, a German, and then 1 French guy in France. A little weird. I will ding it a little bit for that. And Jean-Michel, I don't like him on any level. He's a dickbag. He's a decent character in terms of being strongly motivated himself to be where he is, do what he's doing, ask you to do what he wants. But there's no real reason for him to not like to not like Minette. Like, there's no reason for him to be a suspect. So why is he given such a big role at that point, you know? Because the characters that you interact with and have full animations and all of that, those are supposed to be your suspects. They're all supposed to be up for, you know, consideration, and Jean-Michel really never is. He just is there and is a presence. That's just fucking annoying. Because he's a just giant dickbag. Then you've got Dieter, who has, I think, is probably the strongest character. Very clear purpose of being there, very clear point, both to the historical story and the current story. Like, everything kind of is nicely tied together in him. He's perhaps the only link that we have in the characters we actually meet to Noisette Tornade. I am fucking up that name. Noisette Tornade. There it is. Because all the other times that we talk about Noisette, it's with someone on the phone, you know, for the most, it's like Zoo and what's her face at the university that I can't remember. Like, it's never really with Minette. Heather basically describes the interaction with a college professor as kind of just this annoying thing. And you do talk to Jean-Michel about it, I guess, but just to get the photo, and he doesn't really know what it's for or why it matters. The people working in the market are French. This is true. This is true. They're kind of like minor side characters, though. I put them in the same kind of category as like the phone characters. That's not to say they aren't good. Phone character-wise, I think Zoo is probably the weakest, like, and also fucking creepy. Hugo Butterly is practically non-existent. You never really talk to him. I think you can talk to him at one point, and I just didn't get to it because I gave up and it wasn't really worth it. Also not very strong of a character, like I said. He's supposed to be like pretentious British rival to Minette, but anyone knows that the British are very terrible at aren't very good at designing a lot of clothes. Certainly not clothes to rival those of a lot of American designers that would be working Paris, right? The English designers, if you put on my little fashion hat here for a moment, English designers like Vivienne Westwood, for instance, are very good at trafficking in very English style clothing, as we would consider it for the upper classes. So like tea dresses, relatively conservative clothing, I guess is what I would say. I guess the one. Well, I mean, the thing is that Butterley is in London, so. But I mean, there is Alexander McQueen. Um, but at the same time, I think McQueen worked in France. Well, anyway, basically, Vivienne Westwood is kind of like the British version of our Ralph Lauren, you know, or maybe even Oscar de la Renta. Like, gorgeous stuff, don't get me wrong, but not like groundbreaking haute couture. Anyway, whatever. I'm going off on a tangent. The three vendors, we never know their names, but they are interesting in of themselves. I do appreciate that we got to include a Muslim woman, which was really good. Like a little bit of acknowledgement of France's colonial history. Very nice, very good. The weird little mini game of painting the things to get money is very annoying, but I understand that it's basically a fail-safe for if you fail in haggling, which is cool. And I think that kind of leads into one of my favorite parts of this game, is that it does a very good job of educating you without knowing you're being educated, in the same way that Scarlet Hand does. And was one of the reasons why I love Scarlet Hand so much. Like, by the end of this, you'll probably know a teeny tiny little bit of French. Like, you'll be able to do a little bit with it. You'll understand that, you know, the United States way of pay the price that is given is not inherent in all the rest of the world. You'll get a little bit more knowledge about the resistance, World War II, coding and deciphering, like that's all in there a little bit. I guess you'll get a little bit of fashion, not a ton, really. You get like a glimpse of it, and what you see is a little warped, I will say. It's not totally truthful. And yeah, that's kind of the big... Oh, and the catacombs. You get to learn about the catacombs, which is kind of cool. And baking, the baking minigame. How can I ignore that? That's a really cool puzzle as well, with the substitutions on top of that. I mean, that's a fair point. That she was perhaps a little played up to be like a mysterious, soft-spoken kind of woman. That's fair. I honestly, yeah, I feel like maybe they could have avoided that. I'm not going to pretend that that's not a valid criticism. It definitely is. I don't think I can defend it exactly. I can certainly say that it doesn't necessarily feel that way going into it, but I'm also speaking from a place of privilege here, so I might just be a little blind to it. I can certainly say that the only defense, if you can even call it that I think I can mount here, is that all three of them are kind of a stereotype, some kind of French stereotype. I think playing into the mysterious woman one was a mistake for the one person who is hiding her face for religious reasons. So you're not wrong. The Frenchman, super heavy stereotype. I mean, this was like, if Jean-Michel is supposed to be like the, you know, suave kind of French guy who wears ridiculous over-the-top clothing, this was supposed to be a little bit more swarthy and like down to earth, but still like he's gonna rob you blind if he can, kind of a deal, right? Like, and that's a stereotype in of itself. And then the other one, like, she's kind of the I would say the butch lesbian, which is also a stereotype in of itself as well. So I mean, they were all kind of stereotypical, but I think, yeah, the whole like mysterious woman is assigned to the person who is hiding themselves, you know, hiding their skin and hair due to a religious obligation. Not a great move. Not very sensitive in a lot of ways. So I guess I wouldn't say that it is outright bigoted, but insensitive is probably where I'd put it. Not the worst sin that this game series has to offer by a long shot. We'll get to that game eventually. So the fashion aspect really truly was awful, absolutely. Putting together the looks for Prudence Rutherford is fucking it's a exercise in torture. And I know what it's trying to do in a really stupid way, and that's what makes me angry about it. I think it is basically making the claim that like haute couture and high fashion is ridiculous, right? That's the whole thing. It's supposed to be like, look at how ridiculous all of this high fashion stuff is, and how out of, fish out of water Nancy is with it and everything like that. And I'm like, okay, that's remarkably reductive of a fascinating industry that has a relatively decent pipeline for women to gain some level of empowerment. I'm not going to say it's perfect in any way, shape, or form, but we have had lots of female designers. So, like, to then turn around and just be like, this is frivolous nothingness, it's lacking in some context, I think. And it doesn't really have a resolution either. The resolution is Nancy goes down the runway wearing something that she's told is high fashion and says she doesn't understand what the fuck she was wearing because she thought it was ridiculous looking. And it is ridiculous looking. No person would ever wear any of those things. And they would never be considered high fashion either. They look like junk. So it's like you didn't do any research to figure out even what was the high fashion on the runway at that time and imitate some of it. You didn't like try to make any kind of your argument really was just high fashion is stupid, which we've all watched Devil Wears Prada. I've watched Ugly Betty. Like, that thesis has already been roundly disproven. It's an art form, and art form, because it's art, there are going to be some parts of it that might be uncomfortable, that might be weird, that you might not get because it doesn't resonate with you, and some of it that's going to perfectly resonate with you and will, in the same way that Miranda Priestley says, trickle down into the bargain bin that you can actually afford. I'm poor. Trickle down to the point where you can actually afford it. And everyone, I think, even if their thesis could instead be like, I don't get, like Nancy gets to the point where she's like, I don't get high fashion, but I understand why it's important to people, then that's fine. Like, that's kind of where I live, honestly. I don't get a lot of high fashion. Some of it I really just don't get. I do get some of it, but it's very much tailored to what I like. It's very eye of the beholder kind of a deal. And I recognize that. I recognize that I'm not going to get the art that I'm seeing all the time. And I also recognize what will work for me and how to cultivate that in my own personal style. I feel like that's a piece of nuance that Her Interactive has shown the ability to do. Looking at Secret of the Scarlet Hand again, and its discussions about provenance and, stolen artifacts, how to deal with those when they've been stolen for hundreds of years, and, raising those questions, maybe not necessarily even giving you an answer, but, like, very much like, hey, these are things that are, like, legit. Danger on Deception Island did a really good job of that as well. Like, how far do we go in protecting wildlife at the expense of the economy and people's livelihoods? It's good stuff. They can do these nuanced questions, and they decided not to, which is just disappointing to me. So, what I think this is all boiling down to is it is a terrifically fun game. The puzzles are quite innovative in terms of the rest of Nancy Drew that we've seen here so far. Like, it really does a good job there. The characters, while annoying, are relatively well written. They're not the most amazing. The soundtrack is solid. And it's a perfectly long game, too. It's not like Secret of the Old Clock, where it was too short, or Last Train to Blue Moon Canyon, which was also too short. I'm having a hard time deciding between A or S tier. I think I'm going to have to put it in A. I'm going to have to put it in A, and I think I'm going to have to put it ahead of Secret of the Old Clock. I think that is a good place for it. It does, again, really stand out in a lot of great ways. but there are just a couple of those stumbling blocks, and I think the nuanced conversation is honestly one of those, like the lack of nuance in the conversation about fashion and what it means. Because you're spending all this time in this world, and not once does Nancy really ever confront her own feelings about it. She just continues to hold the same view that this is frivolous and stupid, and this is reflected in the reality of the game, which tells you that the developers feel this way as well. Even when they went out of their way to make it a big point that Minette and Hugo Butterly and the world you were working in are, you know, fashioned for normal bodies, right? Not supermodel bodies. JJ Ling is trying to be a size 12, which is far more normal than a 0 or 2. So, yeah, I think this is a good place for it. I don't think it needs to go higher. It could have. It really could have. But it wasn't quite there to jump to S tier. If it were going on just the puzzles alone, though, it would be absolutely S tier. Because that's awesome. The puzzles were great. It required you to reference a lot. Translation, decoding, historical knowledge. You know, just really, really well done puzzles, I have to say. So that is our tier list. I will be posting that in the Discord once I'm finished here. Couple of little bits of housekeeping things. First things first, I am not going to be streaming next week. So we will come back and we will do we will pick up with Creature of Kapu Cave. There it is. We will pick up with Creature of Kapu Cave, but we will do that on Tuesday, July 18th. Not next week. Next week I'm going to be gone. I'm going to be at the beach. Not going to be able to stream. Not going to want to stream. So I'm taking a lovely vacation. Very excited about it. I have to pack tomorrow. It's going to be great. But yeah, no streams next week. We will pick up with Creature of Kapu Cave on the 18th of July. So that being said, it is time for the spiel. First things first, thank you very much to my subscribers for subscribing to my channel. Thank you very much for the support that you give. It means a whole heck of a lot. If you'd like to support the channel in that way, hit that subscribe button down below. If you are an Amazon Prime member, you can actually subscribe to one channel on Twitch for free. If you gave that to me, I would be greatly appreciative. If I also want to thank my followers, thank you very much for the support that you're able to give as well. And if you'd like to be notified when I go live, you can hit that follow button down below. If you'd like to be notified ahead of time, you can follow me at BOSTrophyWife on Instagram and on Twitter. I post usually day of, a couple of hours before the game that I'm going to play that night. Right now, like I said, we are kind of going through all the Nancy Drew games and touching on all of those as we go. It is terribly fun, and I was going to take breaks, and I don't see a need to at this point. We're going to probably go all the way through the games. So definitely check those out if you want to be notified ahead of time. But if you want the most up-to-date notifications and the most up-to-date tier rankings, fun memes, nice chatting, sharing cool stuff that we found or are doing, and talking about the games that we're going to play in the future, including giving you, the viewers, a chance to weigh in on what you'd like to see the channel do through things like polls, suggestions, stuff like that. Check out the Discord. The link is right here in the doobly-doo, the chat. There it is. Doobly-doo is that thing. Thanks, Hank Green. Actually, was it Hank or was it John that started that? I don't remember. One of the Greens. I just remember that they started calling the thing in YouTube the doobly-doo, the description, and then everybody started doing it, and now it's just called the doobly-doo. Like, that's just what it is. Like, it's Kleenex, you know? You don't use a facial tissue, you use Kleenex. You don't write a description for a YouTube video, you write a doobly-doo. Anyway, enough said. Speaking of YouTube, I do have a YouTube channel all the way over there, BOSTrophyWife, same as all my other handles. That is my entire stream archive going all the way back to the beginning of this channel, including all of the previous Nancy Drew games that I played when I started. This is the second time that I have streamed them all, not the second time that I've played them all. Obviously, I've been through all of this quite a lot. I have a lot of thoughts, a lot of love for this series. But if you want to check out what I thought about things back then, how terrible my setup and lighting and microphone were back then, then absolutely check that out. Yeah, I will be uploading this. It will be live on Saturday at noon, and that'll be, completely caught up. And then finally, I do have a tip jar through Ko-fi. The link is right here in the chat as well. If you're a subscriber and you'd like to throw me a couple of extra bucks this time, or if you can't subscribe at this moment but want to support the channel in some other way, that is a great place to do it. Any little bit helps, even if it's just a couple of dollars. Thank you so very much. And that is the end of our stream. Thank you all for coming. Thank you for another wonderful night. I will see you all in a week and a half on the 18th. That's when we'll come back with Creature of Kapu Cave. Very much looking forward to it. Until then, have a great night, have a great weekend, and have a great week away from my face. Anyway, I'll see you all soon. Have a great time, everybody. Bye-bye. Mwah.